Guys, Ro here, and welcome to my voice attack tutorial. So what voice attack is it's voice recognition software for video gaming. What it allows you to do is to set up shortcuts, keystrokes, or mouse movements and clicks to a simple voice commands which can be activated within almost any single program around there, even run directly from base Windows as well to actually launch other programs if you wanted it to. Hey guys, if you find that you're having a problem with something, and you just can't figure it out and this video is not explained it in enough detail, post your question in a comment and I will get back to you. If it's a common issue, I will make a follow-up video to try and get that fixed for you. But make sure you post a comment, otherwise I can't help you. So this video assumes two things. It assumes one, that you've already downloaded this program and you've got it installed. And the second assumption is that you've already gone and spent $8 to actually get it upgraded to a full account. Now it's only $8. If you don't want to do that yet, you can watch the video and you can see what it can do, and then you can go and make that investment afterwards if you want. But I do recommend it. You get a lot more features and it's only $8 fucking dollars. I mean, come on guys. It's voice recognition for video gaming. I think people have been after this for years. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do today is we are going to create a profile. Now, this profile itself is going to be a very, very simple one. It's just simply going to say, hey all, into a chat box. So let's go through and let's get that done. So first of all, you just click on the drop down button by there and you click on create new profile. So we will call this simple chat. Now this is the profile name itself. You can name it anything you want, but make it recognizable in case you want to go back in and edit it again. So we go into new command and you simply type up here the phrase that you want the game to recognize. So, or the program to recognize, I should say. So let's say this, so we go, say, hey, ooh, if I could spell, hey all. Now, that is going to be the command itself. Now we need to actually set it to record the keystrokes. So we're going to configure this for World of Warcraft. Obviously, depending on the game you're in, will depend on the steps you take. So to record the keystrokes, you go down to Recorder, which is just by there. So let's start with that. First of all, explain the screen a little bit. Consolidate down and up into a single press. Yes, you want that to be activated unless you wanted to hold the button. And even so, there is a better way to do that. Record pauses between key events. You do want that, but you want it to be a very low number, such as 0.1 seconds, like I have here. And you also want equalize all pauses ticked as well. Otherwise, it will record your keystrokes with your default pausing. So if you stop to talk to somebody and you're gone for, say, 2 or 3 seconds, it will record a 2 or 3 second pause. So onto the recording part. Hit start recording. So in terms of World of Warcraft, enter /S for the say channel, space, hey all, enter, and then press OK. Now you'll see in here it doesn't make much sense, but if you can actually read it, you can see it is each individual key recorded. Now the one thing that I recommend for any chat box one is change the very first pause after the first involt to 2.5, just because depending on lag you can get a lot of delay, but once that chat box is open you don't tend to get the delay. And we'll press OK, and there is our command ready to go, and we can actually test this out. Let's get up, let's bring up a game and I will show you. So first of all, we will activate voice attack and let's jump into game. So here we are in game. You can see I've come onto my druid, which will be emphasized later on for a number of reasons. I've already got some things set up on this because I use this personally. So let's start off. Say hey all, and you will see that it is just typed that phrase into the chat. Now you can use that for anything. You can set it up so that you come in and you can say hey all, and it will go through and it will type hey all into yell or into guild or into whatever it is. Whatever channel, configure that however you want to. Now moving on. Okay guys, so now the very next thing we're going to do is we're going to set this up to work with keystrokes. Not with just keystrokes in itself, but shortcuts. So you've seen it type something and you should be pretty comfortable with just going in and using a chat box, for example in Minecraft or in World of Warcraft or in any game where you wanted to say something, to be able to set that up. Now let's go through and let's set one up. So we're going to make a new profile again called Druid Test. And I don't want to import one, so what the fuck am I doing clicking on that? There we go. Okay, Druid test. And we're going to create a new command. Now with this, I already know what I wanted to do. I want to press numlock 3 to activate stealth. So we're going to put down in here in the chat command stealth and prowl. Now that semicolon is telling it that 2 separate phrases it's looking for to be able to activate this one command. So then you go into here and you go, right, okay, I'm doing a shortcut, so I want key presses. So here we go, nice and simple. Key presses, release a hold down for that long, 0.1 seconds. Standard input mode. If it doesn't work on standard input mode, try Windows Game DirectX. But with World of Warcraft, standard does work. So then I'm just going to go in here and press F3. And you can see here on the right hand side that num3 page down, because of my keyboard layout, has been pressed. Hit OK. Press it and release it, which means it's just going to press it once. Hit OK. And you can see in here we've got multi-parts, prowl and stealth. It's created 2 for the same thing. So you don't have to make multiples. And you can see that it's gone straight to our test profile. Now what I'm also going to do is one further step, which is I'm just going to go into edit the profile and hit edit. I tell a lie. Click on the tick. And in here I'm going to include commands from another profile, which is going to be simple chat. And I'll show you that a little bit later on. So here we are, we're back in game. What we're going to do is I'm just going to show you how the macros work now. So, stealth. And you can see that it's just gone and pressed the num key here. I actually pressed this one, but this one itself is cat form. So we can ignore that, but it physically pressed prowl, which automatically puts you into cat form. Prowl. And we're back out again. Now, also, I'll just demonstrate very quickly. Say hey all. Now, I'll show you what that's done and why that's worked, even though we're in a different profile in a minute, but you've probably already guessed it. Okay, so this is what it is. So I'll show you the base profile firstly. So the base profile's got multiple commands in here. You can open OBS, you can run TeamSpeak. I can also swap to any of my individual profiles for each class within World of Warcraft. So I can just say swap to Druid, swap to Hunter, swap to Mage, and it will do that within the game. So if I change characters, I haven't got to minimize or do anything like that. It also means that I can ensure that if I'm talking to a friend, for example, I'm talking about mages and I say ice block, it doesn't accidentally try and cast ice block if I'm on my hunter. It also shouldn't do that when I'm on my mage. Now, from within this, let's go and check out another one. So let's look at Minecraft. So default settings for Minecraft, we shall go into... That's all exported, that's fine. So, that's not me. Here we go, so we're in the Minecraft one. Open this up, you can see in here I've also got the override command with computer in there. Also links to the base profile. Now because it links to the base profile, I can use any of the base profile's commands, which means when I'm within the Warcraft one, and I'll show you now, swap to mage. And it will change profiles and swap to the mage. And you can see the dimensions that it's referenced because it's not physically in that profile, but it's in the other one. But this will also prevent me now from being able to accidentally say any of the Minecraft commands and accidentally triggering them, which was what was happening to me before, which is why I decided to go down the route of the referenced. Okay, so next up on the list is we are going to do mouse command. So let's jump into simple chat once again. Now obviously this is not really a chat command because it's going to be mouse, I'm sure you're thinking, but just for the sake of it, we're just going to put it in here because I don't want to make this too messy because I got to delete this afterwards. Alright, so we're going to edit profile and we will create a new one which we will call mouse test. We'll just call it mouse test. Mouse test. And we will have the mouse and we'll put this window here to start with. We'll put this window, no, we'll leave that there and we'll put that one there. Okay, so mouse. So we will start with a simple mouse press. So we want set position. So we'll set this position here. Now you do that by pressing the Alt, holding the Alt key and pressing the F3 key to set the location. Then hit done. Then hit OK. That will record that you want to move the mouse to that button. Then you press mouse again. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to drag this window from this location over to this location. So first part of drag is holding down the left mouse button. So we then click left button and hit OK. Next, we want the mouse to move because we're already holding the screen now. So back into mouse, set position, and we will set it to over here. So Alt F3 again, press OK, hit OK, and we're done. We want to do one more step, which is releasing the left mouse button. So click on mouse again, down here, then you just click release left button. Click OK, and we're done. Press OK, and we'll put that here. Hopefully this is the right location. Actually, we're going to put this one here. So let's just give it a test. Mouse test. And there we go. Now you didn't really see it, so we'll try to do it again. Mouse test. Now what I'll do, because it's a little bit too quick, is I'm going to put a pause in there for you to see it actually in action. So we'll just go before the pause for 1 second, and that's in the wrong location, so we'll move that up a little bit. And now we'll do it here. Mouse test. And you can see the mouse has just jumped to the location it waited for 1 second and then it moved, which it would have dragged the window had the window have been there. Hopefully that is enough to make a bit of sense. Be honest with you, I don't really use mouse movements at all. I just mainly want it for hotkeys and shortcuts. But I'll also show you now how to swap profiles. The last thing that I'm going to show you guys very quickly is how to use other commands and how to have it swap profiles and do things like run programs, like when you say run Minecraft, how to have it run Minecraft, or run Warcraft, or swap to Druid, swap to Mage, how to make it do any of those things. So once again, you go into your profile, and I recommend setting a base profile for this, so all of your swap commands and everything are in one, and you can launch them from anywhere, provided you want to. So we will go into the simple chat one, which is the base one we made for this. And you go into edit profile and you hit new command. Now we've shown you press keys and we've shown you reorder and we've shown you mouse. Now what I'll show you is the other one. So pressing other brings up a slightly different looking box with things in there such as make it start listening, make voice attack that is, stop listening, stop all commands, ignore and recognize words, run application, that's one you'll want. Play a sound, say something text to speech, switch to another profile. I use that one a lot. And all you simply do is you click, select the profile, so we'll go to Kerbal for example, you hit OK, and you just type in your command and you hit OK, and it will work. So swap to Kerbal, press OK. Swap to Kerbal. Actually, it might help if I press down. Swap to Kerbal. And there you go, it is just swapped. Thank you very much for watching my videos, guys. Please do me a massive favor, hit that subscribe button, hit like, keep tuned. Gonna keep trying to make at least 2 videos for you a week. Hopefully you'll like what you see. I am gonna get some gameplay videos done as well. Got a little segment coming up. And hopefully it'll be a little bit more interesting than these tutorials. Hopefully this has helped. There is going to be a link to voice attack down below. And like I said, hit that subscribe button and press like, because like helps me out, guys. Thank you so much. Stay cool.